Ah! Zion, special delivery. Let's do it. What's good, family? It's your boy Sykes, and you are looking live at another episode of Special Delivery, where we have Zion Williamson's first signature shoe, the Zion 1. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna probably mess his name up a few times today because when these things first leaked on the internet, they were called the Z Code, but they're not actually called the Z Code. They're called the Zion 1, which I'm extremely happy about because the Z Code is just an objectively terrible name. But now I'm rambling and I need to get back on track. So we got Zion Williamson's Zion 1 on tap today, and I'm really excited to unbox this thing for a couple reasons. One, because Zion is supposed to be that next dude in the NBA. Like, he's supposed to be the next MJ or LeBron James. And if this shoe ends up being like the Air Jordan 1 or the Air Zoom generation for Zion, that's crazy. That's just mind blowing to think about. Then number two, I feel like Zion in this sneaker can do something that no other Jordan brand athlete has ever been able to do. Now, I know, that's a hot take. That is a hot take, but I'm gonna explain it. And we're gonna try to dunk like Zion a little bit later. But first, we gotta unbox these joints, so let's get right to it. All right, let's see what these things is hitting on, man. Ooh, okay, Zion. Okay, Zion, this is pretty slick for your first signature shoe. I gotta say, man, like, as far as details go, man, like you see, you got your Jordan logo right here on the tongue. You see, you got another Jordan logo down here on this toe box, and then you go to the heel tab right here. You see, you got Zion's logo right here, which is actually a little bit weird because you got Zion's name spelled out, but the I is cutting through the O, so it's a little bit hard to tell that says Zion, but it does say Zion. My favorite part though, the Z right here, man. It's that same Z that Zion got cut into his head, which I think is a little bit weird. Like, I can't envision myself cutting an M into my head, but I also don't have any hair, so I would just have to get it tatted at this point. But I mean, I think this is a pretty cool detail considering the fact that Zion does have this in his head. But the thing about this shoe, the hook for this thing, it's actually called the Gen Z colorway, which is really right on the nose. Did y'all know that Zion Williamson was Jordan Brand's very first Gen Z signature shoe athlete? Well, I guess if you didn't, then you definitely know now. But that's exactly why I think Zion in this sneaker can do something that no other Jordan Brand athlete could ever do. And that includes Michael Jordan himself. And that is attract Gen Z to the brand. We'll talk about it. Story time. So signing a Jordan brand should be a dream come true for any athlete. And for a lot of those guys, it really is. I mean, you're signed to the basketball brand of maybe the greatest basketball player of all time and the dude with unquestionably the greatest sneaker line of all time. But that's also why a lot of these dudes don't really pop off in the way that you think they should. It's because they're living in the shadow of Michael Jordan. I mean, think about it. You've had a ton of Jordan brand athletes come and go who have made splashes instead of waves. Guys like Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul. I mean, even Russell Westbrook's signature line now, as good as it is and as great of a basketball player as he is, it still isn't one of the top selling signature sneakers out there. But that's why I think things are different for Zion Williamson in this sneaker right here. It's because he can tap into a different audience, and that audience is Gen Z. And one thing about Gen Z, they don't really care about Michael Jordan or what he does. I mean, sure, they love his shoes, but to them, Jordan is just a dude who played basketball in the 90s when like plumbers and accountants were running out there and they were smoking cigarettes at halftime. Like, they don't care about any of that. All they care about is what's happening right now. And what's happening right now for them is Zion Williamson in these sneakers right here. And for Jordan Brand, that's a big win. And that moves things forward, not only for Zion in this shoe right here, but for every shoe that comes after it. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I think it'll do well, but we'll see, man. Normally, we give y'all a brass tacks right here, but we ain't doing that today. We scrapping that. I'm gonna try to dunk in these joints instead. So, Janelle, Evan, come on, we outside. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching this latest episode of Special Delivery. I mean, y'all, can y'all believe we've done 20 of these things already? Let us know in the comments what your favorite episode has been so far. And if you ain't seen them, then check this one out right here or click this playlist right here. What are you doing?